What's good, people? Kai Storm in the building. New review for That One Voice Revised Edition. New reasons to get this book. Thank you for joining my channel today for my unpopular opinion. But of course, I got to tell you about my book because I got to get you to buy my book. Yes, indeed. Hit me up. Get yourself an autographed copy. $15. The purchase information will be in the description. Now let's get to the review.
You know, shit, I don't care who be in my views. I'm posting what I want to post.
Big shout outs and thank yous to Mexicana RN for ordering her autographed copy of That One Voice Revised Edition. Yes, indeed. This is heading out in the mail on Monday. And if you want yours to head out in the mail on Monday, hit me up. Only $15. Let's go. All right, people. It's Sunday motherfucking night. And yes, my unpopular opinions in the building. Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 17, episode 4. Where's the beef and the budget? Where's the beef and the budget? Okay. With financial rumors slow cooking in the headlines. Slow cooking. Pinky feels the pressure rising. Well, yeah, we've been hearing about her situation, bankruptcy, not telling her husband about bankruptcy ain't good. She don't want her husband to help her, which is, girl, what the fuck? A questionable claim has the ladies on edge as Cynthia lines up a girl's getaway. Okay, Cynthia is making sure to get her chicken gift card as the friend to the show. Portia attempts to keep her dating life fresh. Again, she got a whole girlfriend. And we been seeing her out more with the girlfriend than this pretend ass dude that came on, 2 episodes ago? Either way, Dennis stays firmly on her plate. Child, I said that last week that Dennis was looking grizzly and grungy and old man River was going on. I don't know. But yes, it's no good look. But yeah. Like and subscribe. Keep it cute in the comments. Get my book. And yes, of course, check out bougiestoner.co for your elevated needs. I want to make it a habit of capturing everything. I'm going to stop immediately when I feel like something needs to be told, so I don't wait to commercial and have to recant what the fuck I saw in the first place. So we start the episode with a visit to Slutty Vegan, and Kelly is there, and they're discussing, having a bankruptcy party. They're joking about having a bankruptcy party because Pinky has to file bankruptcy to take care of debt, and she don't want to tell her husband. And apparently Kelly has to file bankruptcy because of her divorce, and and her husband getting her, and her husband interviewing with Tasha K and all kind of fuckery. So they both on the same level and shit. And Pinky made sure and mentioned that she mad at Phaedra because Phaedra telling the people that she eat meat. And apparently that's against the law once she became vegan, never mind the fact that she's on the board of PETA and her business and everything. So it would be wrong for her to have a piece of steak or a real hamburger. Ciao. I don't know how you could not have a real piece of steak and hamburger, cause bitch, I mean, although I've had like vegan breakfast sausage, that shit is pretty good, but anything else, I don't play that bullshit. You better give me the real or don't even bother. And in the next scene, we have Shamia at her house, getting ready for Cynthia's getaway, cause it's in Dallas. Wait. Did I talk? Wait, hold on. Yeah, because see what happened was they showed a clip of the last episode. I must have missed that. I wasn't paying attention. When Cynthia was talking to the girls, was talking to Portia and Phaedra, and Kim and K Michelle at the nail salon. Apparently, she had a conversation with them where she's launching a tequila, and the tequila launch is going to be in Dallas, and Shamia is interested because she's also doing some sort of, I remember I told you the bottom bottle that she wanted to shape of her ass and all that. So she want to go, and she was talking to her husband about coming with her, and her husband is just like, the fuck, bitch, no, I don't want to go with y'all. And then even as she's standing there in this dress, the dress is cute, but she's like, you like my dress? And he's just like, yeah, all right. You know what I mean? Like, he definitely gives, I'm on camera to make my wife happy, but I really don't want to be here. Like, I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. Dead ass. And surprisingly, in the next scene, Portia's dude comes in, and they all cozy and things in her house, and she telling him that that she feeling sentimental and feeling some type of way because she gonna sell the first house that she ever bought, and she gonna keep the house that she in, which is the house she got in the divorce from Simon. And she's saying that people talking shit to her about selling that house, and she like, fuck that, I'm gonna go ahead and sell that house. I'm gonna keep this one because it is what it is. I want to keep this one. And then she's talking to the boyfriend, or I guess the man, and she's telling him that, by the way, I don't want to have no more kids. You talking about you want to have kids, and I don't want to have no more kids, so is that a problem? And he was like, yeah, I don't like that shit. I want to have more kids. So I guess this is the breakup scene so that the girlfriend could be there. Because, like I said, we all know running these streets, the girlfriend is there. So in the next scene, we got Portia and Angela and Phaedra meeting up at some kind of dance gym type of exercise class, and the shit was crazy because they did this whole workout, and then the instructor said, okay, so that was just the introduction, we got the real workout to get to. And I was looking at them like, shit, I thought y'all just did the real workout, but I'm glad it wasn't me, because I would have said, I'm pushing away from this table, I'ma head out right now. But eventually they sat down and they discussed Pinky talking about Phaedra, and saying Phaedra was saying that she eat meat. And then come to find out Phaedra had some information about how, no, not that she had some information, no. Motherfucking Shamia told her that before she had this vegan restaurant, she had a Jamaican restaurant, and apparently they served ribs. Now, saying they served ribs and actually eating ribs is two different things. Never mind how they wasn't, some sort of tofu, ribs or whatever. I mean, shit, I wouldn't eat none of this fuck shit, but you know what I'm saying? They the possibility is there. You know what I mean? So apparently that's gonna be the beef between motherfucking Phaedra and Pinky and Shamia. And cause in the next scene, Phaedra and Shamia are gonna be talking about it, and Phaedra gonna say, well, maybe Shamia is saying all of this because she don't like me. My thing is, why the fuck is Shamia even talking about this? But again, you know how the drama must be started somewhere. Whether, what I'm saying, whether it sound, ridiculous or not is not the point. The drama has to be started somewhere. So, and then of course Phaedra was talking about Pinky and how, she, she's in the news that she ain't paying her rent. Well, that could be tied to the whole, bankruptcy type of thing. You know what I'm saying? And meanwhile, Angela's still saying that she got an issue with Portia and Phaedra based on that, last season they were, the plot line was who trying to fuck Charles. Or who was fucking Charles, or who possibly could have possibly fucked Charles. Who wanna fuck Charles? I don't, girl, no. Child, Angela is not only throwing away money at purchasing houses because she thinks she can still flip houses. She is starting a fan campaign. Like, she is going to have her own fans, but apparently this time she's going to start the business with good counseling. And bitch, I ain't gonna front, you know what I'm saying? Come summertime, you know what I'm saying? Because as soon as they start getting hot, I gotta buy it. Because I had one, and then my daughter bought me one, and it broke. And the one that my daughter bought was really nice. So I absolutely was, this, as soon as the summer get here, am planning to buy another one. Most certainly. But, I don't know about starting a whole fan business. Like, that's not an all year round. But then again, hot flashes don't give up a fuck tall, boy. Child, there's plenty of times I wake up in the middle of the night looking for iceberg. Looking for an iceberg that I could sit on. Because I feel like either iceberg, I should be sitting on an iceberg, or an iceberg should be sitting on me. But either way, that shit would just have my hot flashes look at it like, oh, word? You think that's gonna work? Bitch, no. And all of a sudden, Charles shows up, and Angela gets him for half of $50,000 because apparently she needs $50,000 to make the fans. And Charles said, okay, sure. Another one of your projects I got to pay for. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? And then she turns to I guess the marketing chick and said, yes, we got to make the price of the fans at least at least $10. And homegirl is looking at her like, bitch, what? Okay, I'll do my best. The fuck? And the next scene was the slutty vegan event. Apparently, Drew has some sort of cold or sinus infection. Fuck her, I don't like her. But everybody else sent text messages. K. Michelle showed up. And it kind of bugged me out because K. Michelle, you know, she is dressed down. Everything is looking good to the T. But in the episode before, I mean, not the episode, in the scene before, she mentioned that she, you know, she's leaking, you know, based on, you know, the situation with her ass shots. So, and she got some kind of, you know, leak bag as, you know, she walking around. So I'm just like, wait. Is she got a leak bag under them clothes? Because them clothes look pretty, it looks secure up on her body. So where's this leak bag and where is it? Okay, that's too much business, right? That's too much. But yes, so then they discussing, you know what I'm saying, how everybody, you know, is supposed to come to Pinky's event. Now, then they shoot to a scene where Portia and Mocha fucking Phaedra sitting in their house, I'm assuming, in Phaedra house. And they getting a snack on. They, you know, they got shrimp and crackers and all kinds of things. You know what I'm saying? Cause she was like, nah, fuck that. Ain't no motherfucking way I'm gonna show up to eat vegetables. I'm gonna be full, bitch. I'm gonna be full. Oh shit, who that? Rihanna? What's that? Perfume? You know, Rihanna, I don't really fuck with perfume, but you always make shit look good, definitely. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yes, freaking Frack said they was going to eat first, and then apparently Phaedra's son came in with her original face. We gotta make sure and talk about the original face, because Phaedra don't got her original face no more. And he was telling them that, you know, I'm taking a nap after school and whatnot, and Phaedra was talking some, I'm still a black mama, so I make him do shit, even though I know she got maids and shit. I wrote, the fuck out of here. You got maids and cooks, but you making your son do shit? Okay, I guess you got to give the boy some responsibility. But yes, they getting a snack on before they go eat vegetables. And I ain't gonna front. I'm definitely like that, like on some real shit. Like if I get invited somewhere and I don't really know people or know what they about to to feed people and shit. If they claim they gonna feed people, I'll fuck around and eat before I get there. Cause bitch, I don't want to get there hungry and get disappointed. Cause if I get there hungry and I'm disappointed, bitch, I'm leaving. I'm gonna do that spin the block move immediately. As soon as I look and see you serving food that I don't fuck with, I spin the block on that ass and I'm stepping the fuck out to get what the fuck I actually want. Unless I ain't got no money in there, or I would just say no thank you. But bitch, if I got money, I'm gonna go take my ass right back out the motherfucking door and go get what I want. You not about to feed me whatever the fuck you fucking with. I'm not about to be sitting there tight eating some fuck shit just to be eating some fuck shit. Wait a minute, I gotta talk about this because when she said it before, when motherfucking cause when we first rolled up on the first scene, and it was her and who was she talking to? I forgot who. Oh, okay. So of course, I already mentioned that we had Slutty Vegan, and on the first scene, whoever she was talking to, was it? Who was it? I don't even remember. It don't even matter at this point. But as whoever walked in the door, I heard. Matter of fact, was it Phaedra? I don't even know. No, it couldn't have been Phaedra. Either way, whoever walked in the door, as soon as they walk in the door, the people in the store, they yell out, "We got some sluts in the building." And I didn't realize that's what she was saying. I heard them yell something and I was just like, what the fuck is that? But as soon as Phaedra and motherfucking Portia walked in, they said, "Oh, we got some sluts in the building," and motherfucking Portia didn't realize it that she was saying. She was like, "Wait a minute, I'm paying people to call me a slut? I don't like this shit. I don't like this shit." And you know what? It's so funny too, because it reminds me. Because in Seattle, I don't know how many, stores they got, but they got a store in Seattle, like a little restaurant, and it's like, I think it's called Biscuit Bitch or Bitch Biscuit. I think it's Biscuits Bitch. And literally, when you walk in the store, the people behind the counter are supposed to say, no, or not even when you walk in the store, but as you order, and they supposed to be like, "Okay, so can I take your order, bitch? Like, what do you want, bitch? Which bitch you looking for, bitch?" Like, they supposed to be able to call you a bitch, and it's like, hold on. Women walking now. I ain't never walked into that motherfucker just because of that, cause child, no. The thing I found funny is that Kelly's assistant and Portia's man friend, they kind of look alike. I almost thought it was him for a second. But Portia came in, said hello to everybody except Kelly, and Kelly ignored her like she wasn't there, and Pinky noticed, like, "Oh, y'all not talking to each other, let me find out." So now the girls are together: Portia, Phaedra, Angela, Shamia, and motherfucking K. Michelle. They all together and they discussing, what was going on and what was going on. And as motherfucking Pinky is going to get some food for Phaedra, talking about she getting her something called a one night stand, and getting Phaedra something called Fuzzy Wuzzy or some shit like that. I can't remember. But then the subject was brought like, yes. Cause over here, Phaedra over here saying, "You eat meat." And then Phaedra like, "Bitch, I ain't say that shit. That is what we heard. I heard that shit from Shamia." And Shamia was like, "Girl, you said that she eat real meat." And then they run the tape, and what Phaedra actually said was that, yes, she owned a Jamaican restaurant and they served meat. Just because she served meat don't mean that she ate meat. And in order for her to become vegan, that means she ate meat at one time. What the fuck is the problem? Why is people throwing in people's fucking, you know what I'm saying? But then again, we gotta have some level of drama on this shit, don't we? Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Pinky kicked it off like, "Bitch, the only meat I eat right now is my husband." As you should, bitch. As you should. want to say though is Pinky is very, very sharp in her looks, her makeup. That shit is on fucking point. Like every one of her confessional looks, I was like, yes, eat down, eat down. By the way, y'all be pulling out motherfucking side beefs from outside entities be fucking grabbing me, because all of a sudden Phaedra said yes, Shamia don't like me because she said something about my kids, because she was on some podcast where they asked her if who would be the better grandmother, Cynthia or Phaedra, and she said, and of course Shamia said nah, Cynthia would be it, because Cynthia's daughter is so articulate and so smart and is doing so much things. I would rather have Cynthia do it, and Phaedra took it as a dig to her mother and Shamia had to tell a bitch, I wasn't even talking about your mother, and I didn't mention nothing about your mother, and I just said I would rather Cynthia do it. The fuck? Y'all be pulling out shit out of nowhere to make drama. I want to talk about this too, because in the midst of the discussion that they was having about this who lying on who shit, motherfucking Pinky came in and said, hey, y'all bitches is not about to fight, argue, or cause a scene at my shit. Y'all can handle that shit at Dallas at fucking Cynthia's fucking trip, or you can handle it when you leave here, but you ain't gonna handle it here. And Cynthia was like, hold on, bitch, wait a minute. They gonna handle this shit here, because they is not taking it to Dallas with me. No, the fuck we not doing that. Yo. Again, another piece of information that I did not know. So apparently Pinky used to be a producer on the Maury Povich show. Not only did she get Maury a chicken gift card by having him come on the show and say, when it comes to the fact that people been saying that you eat meat, the lie detector shows that was a lie. Like, to get him a chicken gift card in order to even him for saying that, because is the Maury show still on TV? Because bitch, even when I'm home during the day, I don't even watch TV to know, much less I would think that there's no way that Maury Povich is still getting paid to be on TV with that fuck shit. Like, come on now. We ain't no more talk shows. Like, the days of the talk show has died long time ago. Jerry Springer and all that bullshit shouldn't be on. Motherfucking, what was the other one that took over for Jerry Springer? The security dude. He got his own show. What was him? Is he still on TV? Like, even him shouldn't be on TV no more. What was that motherfucking name? Jump in the comments if y'all remember what I'm talking about. But these people, no. But the fact that she was able to get him a little check, that's applaudable. That's absolutely applaudable. Then the next scene is where Dennis' gruffy ass face shows up, and apparently first it started with Portia and her sister. They talking about first of all, she want to do a couple podcasts. She want to do a podcast with her and her sister. Pilar, the daughter, wants to do a podcast, and she also wants to do a podcast with Dennis about co-parenting. Dennis happened to notice the flowers that Mike, the dude, her dude, because I just hearing his name made me remember his name. Mike, the dude, the flowers is still there, the cards is still there, which had me thinking like, well, if the flowers is still sitting in the same place he put them, with the card is still sitting there, that probably mean that she don't give a fuck about them flowers, never mind that card. But Dennis was nosy enough to because Portia, when he first noticed it, Portia took the note, put it somewhere, I guess put it in the garbage. Dennis went in the garbage, got the note, and was trying to show it to her, and apparently sister grabbed it away from him like, bitch, fuck out of here. And they gave it to Portia, and Portia was like, where the fuck you got this from? From Dennis, because Dennis went and got it out the garbage. And then Dennis is telling her, you need to sit your ass down and calm the fuck down and stop trying to date every fucking body, and because you be making bad decisions. And Portia was like, bitch, you one of us my decisions, and I only dated one person, da 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 da. Portia, stop lying on your own punani, because we've seen that punani spread wide for a couple of people. Nobody go like we not say. Same time, Dennis, why do you care? Her pum pum business is no longer your business. Just because she your baby mama, you don't get to make a decision on that. I'm just saying. The fact Portia just said you got a house with your girlfriend in there, so you got enough pum pums to watch. I'm just saying. And what looks like the last scene of the episode is going to be Pinky telling her husband about bankruptcy. I mean, like I don't know which one was it. I don't remember who said it, but somebody said it like, bitch, you got $1 million husband that can help you. You're not taking his help? What kind of fuckery is this? See, this is what I don't understand. You had one conversation, a 10-second conversation telling your husband it's going to take $5 million to rescue me. And husband says, shit, I'll write the check right now. And you talking about, nah, I don't want to take his money. I don't want to bring him down with me. Nigga, the man said I could write the check right now. What's the problem? I would have shut the fuck up and been like, thank you, baby. Thank you for rescuing me. That is why you're my husband. You are supposed to be there to rescue me. I mean, is that not what marriage means? My unpopular opinion, but that's what marriage means. There's no I in team. I said that's how they end the episode. So next time it's a private plane. They're going to Dallas, and Shamia and Kelly get put in a little corner room. And the best part I find here is that Angela attempts to talk shit to Pinky about talking about, oh, bitch, you a bad bitch. Because apparently Pinky was telling her, bitch, I'm a bad bitch. And I guess Angela was like, well, you a bad bitch that don't pay her rent. And then motherfucking Pinky comes back and said, bitch, I should have bought your foreclosed houses. Whoa. Burn. So yes, for me, this episode didn't have much, but as always, they always end it with a cliffhanger. So, of course, I'm excited. And I had to watch it at the same time it was on rather than, watching it afterwards. So that was a good too. And then what we got? We got Love and Hip Hop Atlanta on Tuesday and Love and Hip Hop Miami on Wednesday. Complete side note, though. Rada did an interview with motherfucking, what's that nigga name? Carlos King. Yes, Carlos King. And, she revealed, a couple things talking about, yes, that when she got, in this relationship, they made decisions and they made boundaries, but Michael did whatever the fuck he wanted to do. And that, possibly they sort of kind of together, not really. But, the whole thing was interesting was that, that she really thought that it was going to be okay to have these rules, and Michael was just going to follow them along. And then she mentioned something about how, she, that she was surprised by the whole side chick side baby thing, because she didn't find out until after they had signed Love and Hip Hop contracts and after they started filming Love and Hip Hop. So I'm going to be looking at Love and Hip Hop Miami a little different, especially because of those confessions. But at the same time, Rada, it still makes it look like you co-signed to some fuck shit. He upgraded it, and you didn't like the upgrade, but at the end of the day, he said, fuck you, either you get down or lay down. And clearly you getting down up until the fucking interview with Carlos King. And I even was kind of bugging out because you said on Carlos King that Love and Hip Hop Miami shows on Tuesdays. No, it don't. That shit is on Wednesdays. I mean, it might move to Tuesday when Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, do their season finale, but for now it's still on Wednesday. So I don't know where the confusion was, but then again, I do that too. I do get shit confused sometimes. And she did say that before she met Michael, she was in the cannabis business. So that to me had me like, oh, so you smoke weed? Okay, yeah. All right, Rada, you a little bit cool. Not so cool, but you a little bit cool. But anyway. Till next time, people, my unpopular opinions, like and subscribe, bring a friend. I definitely need more subscribers. Of course, get a copy of my autographed book. And of course, check out bougiestoner.co for your elevated needs. Later, people.